Greetings, fellow Whovians, and welcome to Timey Wimey Review. It's fair to say that there has been a lot of names speculated on who's going to be the 14th Doctor from the press. There's just been so many celebrity names flying around the ether, and there's usually just one cropping up every week, as it seems. So I thought it'd be best to have a little chat about it, and with the names mentioned so far, try and find an answer. So please hit the subscribe button as I reveal who I think should be the 14th Doctor. But first, this video is dedicated to the legend that is June Brown, which a few hours ago was sadly reported that June has sadly passed away at the age of 95. She was in the Third Doctor story, The Time Warrior, but she's better known as the character from the BBC soap EastEnders, Dot Cotton. For what I've seen of her on TV, on screen, and interviews, she just had so much energy. And it was only a couple of years ago that she actually retired from EastEnders, at the age of 93. And, these names do get thrown about quite a lot these days, but she is a legend. She's absolutely an icon, and my heart goes out to their friends and family at this very sad time, but she's just going to be fondly remembered. So let's start with the list of names, and the most recent of those is actor Alfie Elsayed. Apologies if I've mispronounced his name. And he played Ram in the Doctor Who spin-off series Class. And most recently, there was an Instagram post that he put up outside Bad Wolf Studios, but was very quickly taken off Instagram very quickly, and then the press just jumped on it. And yeah, interesting choice, really. And I don't really see why not if they are going down that route. I can imagine this is maybe from a choice of from the BBC above, the execs above, because obviously we've got Russell T Davies, he's got the band back together, and just in the back of my sort of BBC sort of like type mind, I imagine them sort of like, let's have a bit of a more, let's say, dishy Doctor, kind of like the heartthrob that they kind of posted on David Tennant. So I can imagine that's their sort of reasoning of perhaps a consideration to be the next Doctor. So yeah, kind of watch this space. It's very interesting when he deleted that Instagram post. Was it some kind of work, or is it genuine? Is he going to be in Doctor Who from 2023 beyond? Another most recent rumour is actor Hugh Grant, who actually has been the Doctor before in the comic release special, The Curse of Fatal Death. And he's already denied these rumours. He's said that he's not been in touch with the BBC, just quickly squashed it when it came out in the media. But honestly, I do like Hugh Grant. He's a very, very popular actor. But I don't think the BBC could overly afford to have him full time. So, if they are going down like maybe just a series of specials, maybe. But honestly, I don't think that's going to happen. I can imagine if Doctor Who wasn't cancelled in 89 and it was taken into the 90s with an extra sort of injection of cash, I think he would have been definitely considered. Him, Anthony Head, I think those would have been, if he was going to take Doctor Who into the 90s, I think he would have been definitely considered. And then we have the rumour of the returning David Tennant. This rumour is just not going away, whether it's either just resurfacing on different news outlets or even through April Fools. It just keeps widely getting speculated that David Tennant is going to return. I hope poor Mr. Tennant didn't get badgered too much with that question during the most recent Wales Comic Con that he attended. And I hope he had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time. Let me know in the comments below if you did attend the Wales Comic Con, by the way. And this name isn't going away, especially with the 60th anniversary coming up. You would expect some past Doctors and companions to return. Matt Smith and the Ponds, please. I would like that very much. And it was obviously, it's going to be nice to have David return. And but with this rumor, honestly, we're at unprecedented times. We're in bizarro world, as I like to sort of call it. Obviously with Russell T Davies returning, it's very unprecedented. We've not had a returning showrunner come back to Doctor Who in that sort of caliber before. So I can definitely see this happening. I don't think it's probably the best idea to sort of go back, because I just kind of feel like that's the BBC hitting the big reset button, and I think that's a bit unfair to all the actors and writers and production team that has carried Doctor Who on. So to sort of go back like that is, yeah, a little bit unfair. If they were going to do this really full time, I did see this in a Facebook comment recently, maybe as like a version of the Valiard, that David Tennant sort of brings back the 14th Doctor as a Valiard, or even like some kind of Time Lord Victorious. I could be on board with that. If anything, just do a separate mini drama spin-off called Time Lord Victorious. I know Big Finish Audios has took the ball and ran with the storyline. Again, let me know in the comments below if you've listened to any of those audio adventures. But yeah, I could see that happening. Would David Tennant want to do that? I don't know. I think maybe I think, he's a fan like all of us. Same as Russell T Davies. I don't think they want to go back. I think they would like to go forward. But it's, we are getting close to, thinking that maybe they are just going to do a series of specials next year and then announce the 14th Doctor in the actual 60th episode itself. I could definitely see that happening. I feel like with these, the BBC being very tight-lipped and everyone not really saying anything, and all these rumors flying around, I feel like we're getting one step closer to that actually happening. However, there have been strong rumours and endorsements as well, really, from the actors, or some of the actors that was involved in the mini drama It's a Sin that Russell T Davies wrote. I think it was last year that it came out. If you haven't watched it, by the way, do check it out. It's a really good drama. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, there were some stellar performances. So let's talk about the first one, Ollie Alexander. Personally, well, there's two ways of looking at this. If it was announced that Ollie is going to be the next Doctor, that's a heck of a lot of eyes onto the show already from people that have not really classed themselves as diehard Doctor Who fans. You are bringing more mainstream attention to this show straight away, with him being a former musician, or former singer of years and years. So, you kind of looking at it in a business sort of sense. Personally, though, I don't really would like to see him as the Doctor. I don't think that could just quite gel in my mind. But again, never say never. I've definitely learned my lessons before, when sort of, being blown away by like Matt Smith, Christopher Eccleston, Peter Capaldi. In that sort of sense. But if I was going to pick Ollie Alexander to come back or come into Doctor Who, I would put him as Ramana. I would have him as a companion for a few episodes and see what Ramana is up to. I think again, Big Finish Audio to cover it on a TV sort of point of view. Ramana is still in E-space. I'm assuming she's came through into the Time War and everything else. But yeah, if you ever wanted to resurrect a Time Lord companion, Ramana and Ollie Alexander, that will be my nice little choice. However, the other name from the It's a Sin group, as it were, is Lydia West. And yeah, when I saw her in that drama, wow, she was great. Personally, that was my favorite character out of the lot, and her performance was fantastic, and she just shows range. And personally, I'll answer this question. If I had to sort of pick someone out of this list, I would go for her. I think she could do it. I think it probably would be better. I mean, I'll be happy either way. Full disclosure, I'll be happy either way. Whoever is going to be the next Doctor, male or female as well. But I think I would like to see another female incarnation of the Doctor. If we're going into full regeneration, obviously we've got Jo Martin as well, and I would probably would like to have that sort of breaking part of it. I've mentioned it in previous videos before. It would be cool if Jo Martin did take the mantle. Instead of being the fugitive Doctor, it is the 14th Doctor for a while, and then a new regeneration. But if we're not going to have that, I would definitely go for another female regeneration, and she would be my pick. Like I said, I think she's a strong actress. I think she could be, even though she's very young, it's just all those fresh faced eyes. It kind of reminds me of like, like Matt Smith was. He was very young, very old at the same time, and I feel that Lydia would do the same in another sort of perspective. So if I had to pick from this list, Lydia West would be my choice. But I must stress that whoever gets this role, this wonderful role, I'm sure that they will do a fantastic job, and I personally will be happy for them. This is like the exciting part of having a new Doctor, what they're going to bring to the table, how they're going to be a new version of the Doctor. It's going to be exciting when they finally announce it. When they're going to announce it, I don't know. Like I said earlier in this video, I think we are getting closer to having a series of specials with past Doctors, and then the 60th would be the almighty reveal, and that would be so cool to happen. Either way, it's that lasting shot, very similar to John Hurt as the War Doctor. That'll be the final sort of 60th adventure, so and so as the Doctor. It's fun times. It's very unprecedented times, and yeah, let's see where this journey takes us. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments below. This is all just fun at the end of the day. Again, I'll be happy with whoever takes this wonderful role. But before anything officially gets announced, let's have some fun with it. All these rumors are, take as a pinch of salt, really, until, like I said, anything official gets announced. But until that day finally arrives, who would you pick as the next Doctor? Let's go wild with the suggestions in the comment section. Would you want a big name? Would you like an up-and-comer? I would love to see what your answers are. Next time on Timey Wimey Review, as part of the build-up to the highly anticipated special that is Legend of the Sea Devils, which will be broadcast over the Easter weekend, I will be reviewing the previous Easter weekend special that was Planet of the Dead. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that cloister bell for more notifications, and please do check out my other videos on the Timey Wimey Review YouTube channel. But as the good Doctor once said, it feels different this time.